Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Bear McGoy.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it is BOLO day, and we look like we're stacked full of BOLO, so we're going to take it away without the usual nonsense. Take it away. We have to skip your whole area.
Okay, thanks.
Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
All right, up we have a King Cuda Hot Wheels Red Line unpunched card. These were like from the, they were like remakes, but
Right.
this still went for $35. Even loose is probably a $10, $15 card. So if you see them out there, any Red Line, used or vintage or new, whatever, scarf them up.
Now, if this were not in package, how do I know that it's a remake and not a real one?
It'll say vintage and like a little like swerve. See how it says Hot Wheels?
Yep.
It'll say vintage
Somewhere on
series.
the
It's a
card?
vintage series, yep.
Okay.
On the bottom.
On the bottom?
Yep.
And ditto with the
little
pin?
The pin. It'll be a different metal. Obviously, it'll look like perfectly mint and shiny, but I think it's a different type of metal as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And it's always good to know that because, again, I don't do very much with sports cards, but they've kind of screwed me up a little bit. You go to the show, and I recognize all the older sports cards, and you walk by some guy's case, you're like, whoa, what is that? Is 75 tops? Baseball? No, that's not 75 tops baseball. I don't think Aaron Judge was in 75 tops baseball.
They do a lot of retro stuff now. Yeah, it's popular. Yep. All right, moving on. Oh, you love foreign stuff, so I'll let you pronounce this guy.
Oh, it's Mauricio Barros, Sports Stars. Yep.
Barrows, 8 UPIM Sports Stars 1989 soccer figure.
Now,
Rushinho.
Okay, you know, people got things to do. They don't want to hear you talk for 9 hours.
All right, go on.
I took a look up at the screen while Mr. Magazine was picking things out, and I asked them to bring these up. Why did I ask them to bring these up? These were, and maybe not this necessarily this person, but these were dead stock forever it was a KB Toy and Hobby.
Yeah, I think Diego Maradona was like the only named person I knew back in the day, and we had them just like starting lineups. People bought them, and then they were worth nothing, $1 or $2. Yeah.
Well, they were $1 for years a KB.
Oh, yeah.
For years. And now you got $10 essentially for a loose one.
Yeah, and someone bought like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah. Cool. So I guess this kind of, although it's not wax, this ties back into the junk wax era. That stuff, you got to take a look at that stuff again because, again, my memory of these with these being absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
I go to some guy's house and he's got a pile of them at $1 a piece in package, and I'm like, what do I want those for? Those are garbage. Well, maybe they're $15 to $20 each now in package, so you have to revisit.
Sure. Very cool. Next up, Alex Halub, tribute to Ivesic 12 and 34 vinyl. This was sealed. I knew this was good because like 5 minutes into the listing, I had 3 different people asking me if I would take $30 for it. Oh. I think we started at 20. All sealed records, we started at 25, I think. And it went for 80, and I had other ones of this guy. And I was looking on eBay after the fact. When they reached out to me, I checked eBay, and a signed one went for 50, but there was no sealed ones around. So I knew a sealed one was going to go for way more than $20. But $82, and if you remember his name, pick him up if you find him anywhere. Good luck with that. But
there you go.
Yeah. Next up. The Magic Voyage of Sinbad 1960 single-tone press book, 16 by 20. Oh. Kind of cool.
Is it because he's got a new comedy special coming up?
It could be. I'm not sure, but yeah, you would know.
Aren't you a big Sinbad fan?
I am not, no. But it went for $35. Pretty cool. It took less than a year to sell. So it's not too bad for something like that, yeah.
Yep, and you'll find those out there, not fairly regularly, but they are out there. You can find the various press books out there.
All right, next up, George Brett Royals 2002 Donruss Elite Passing the Torch Auto, 17 out of 25. This was originally listed for $250, then $195 was the sale. I had a guy that started out at $100, and I got him up to $165 or $170. So I said, enough is enough. Let's stop bickering. I could use the money.
Now, 2002, was that... That's not like nowadays where there's 17 different 101s for everything back then.
They started doing stuff like that, but not 17 101s. But they definitely had a lot of numbered cards like this. This would be, it's not an on-card auto, so it's a little less desirable. It's a sticker that he signed. But still,
right,
almost $200. Next up, Popular Music, April 1958 premiere issue, Frank Sinatra for the Stare. It took 5 years for this to sell for $35. And I said, enough is enough. That's what it's worth.
Was Enough's Enough actually in there or no?
Remember them? Yeah, no, I don't remember them, but I don't see him up there. I see Mathis, Minio, Anka, and Reynolds as well.
Well, if there were enough's enough, they would have sold a lot faster.
I mean, maybe if Old Blue Eyes was smiling, I don't know, he doesn't look too happy there, but maybe it would sell more.
Or if Chips Enough were on the cover.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that is enough of this. Moving on. Matchbox. Ernie Irwin.
You know, we are the only. Even Chips Enough doesn't mention his band that much on his own YouTube channel.
True, yeah. Anywho, Ernie Irwin.
Now, why is it ampersand number 034 like that? Is that a...
I don't know. I didn't list it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hauler.
It looks
like a glitch or something.
Yeah, it looks like eBay's having some kind of a glitch there where an ampersand is coming up 034. Makes you wonder. I'm going to write that down to talk about it on a live show.
There you go.
Anyway, go ahead. Keep talking.
It's 4 little die-cast 1/64 scale cars. Got $15 out of it. So if you see Kodak or any type of Hot Wheels company, Matchbox, whatever, I would scarf them up and lot them up as well.
Nice. Yeah, we have something to talk about tonight.
Exactly. Janice, they don't like her last name. They're too lazy to see what her last name was.
And they don't. And that's Janis Joplin, right?
Yes, it is.
It's not Janice. It's Janis.
Oh my God, this is horrible listing.
There you can see.
You know what's sad about this? It's one of my better listers. Holy cow, I'm in trouble. And again with this, like, these little things. Maybe he's doing it. This is like
there's no way he's doing it. It's some kind of no. If it's coming up,
so it's WXXI Columbia promo record 1975 wood booklet. I would have thought this one for $40-$50, maybe because he spelled everything wrong. And I mean, this is horrible.
There in the back covers is Janice. It's spelled the right way, like where you can actually see it. Next one up.
Oh my God, he just listed. No wonder he listed this a week ago. This is horrible listing. It's probably a $50 record.
No, I think it is because, again, WXXI, I would have said Janis Joplin, WXXI, Columbia promo.
Oh, God.
Yep.
He should really ask. I mean, and it says it right there on the label.
Yeah.
Right, I got to write that down.
We're making a lot of notes out of this show.
Next up, Badfinger press folder with Magic Christian music. And again with this, right?
Yeah, so that's...
No Dice songbooks. I took, I think, $35 or $40 on it. Seemed good. Just listed a couple, 2-3 weeks ago. And the guy's complaining about media mail. And I said, you know what, because he already won it. I said, if it's $8, I'll refund you $3 just to move on from it. He goes, ship it media mail. I said, okay, whatever.
Jeez.
And there we go. And I think you are up.
Well, all righty. First item that I have up today, without the ampersand there, Argosy Magazine, Earl Stanley Gardner, Peter Stevens, Okinawa, February 1950. This took a while to sell, over 10 years to sell. But the reason why I brought it up is occasionally throughout your reselling career, you're going to remember times that you took chances on things. And this was back in 2014 when I was even more of a miser than I am now. And I went to a sale, and a guy had a pile of Argosy magazines, and he wanted, I think, $3 a piece on them, which was a lot of money to spend on Argosy magazines back then.
Yeah.
But they were things from the late 40s, early 50s, and most of them were in fairly high grade. So I bit the bullet and bought them, and I think this is the last one that's left.
Wow.
Now, it did take 10 years to sell the last of them.
That's regular size magazine, right?
Yeah, yeah. But again, they were nice, nice graphics, nice shape on them. I think he had like 20 of them or something like that. So I bit the bullet and I paid $60 on them. Took a while to sell the last one, but again, at some point, if you're a regular reseller, you're going to remember, I took a chance on that and finally sold the last of them. So it feels good to finally be out of that deal. Only took 10 years. Phyllis Diller, show program, 1977, Lakewood County Playhouse, Barnesville, Pennsylvania, $24 at bid. And I brought this up because I did buy this at Allentown in a dealer lot of things. And guess what else was in there, Mr. Magazine?
Argosy magazines.
Another Phyllis Diller that was signed by her.
Nice.
So if the unsigned one's worth $24, I'll set you up here, Mr. Magazine. What is the signed Phyllis Diller worth?
$50.
Oh, all right. I was waiting for 20. Trying to set you up for a joke here. But I'm hanging on to it for now. Just not that I collect Phyllis Diller autographs, but why not? She's not signing anymore, unfortunately. Up next, Harper's. There we are. There's my... and it was apostrophe S, so yeah. Harper's Weekly, October 20th, 1888. Pretty cool, though. I don't know why I put the picture in sideways, because just in case you were looking at it sideways. But had early baseball in it right over there. Buck Ewing and Timothy Keefe. So I ended up getting $86 out of it, so you can't argue with that.
Nice,
Every once in a while you come across a good one with the baseball in it. Up next, Bermuda Coasters, unopened package, 1950s. I did take a $10 offer on it. I figured it had to be worth something or other. It's kind of neat, though. Look at this, Mr. Magazine.
Wow.
You literally threw a stamp on it and mailed it to somebody.
Hello to my little friend.
There you go. Absolutely. And then he shoots you. But neat item. I did try to bring it up on Whatnot for $3. They heckled me over there, so I said, fine, I'll make the money on it, and got $10 out of it over, plus postage, over on eBay. People Today magazine, August 13th, 1952. Aleister Crowley, definitely a name that you should know.
Okay.
Took a $45 offer on it. That's the fun thing about you buy piles of these magazines. You never know what's in them. You just kind of go through, and then suddenly every once in a while you find an issue that's got something good in it. If you can find them for $1, $2 each, I tend to buy them. You're paying more than that, you have to know which ones to buy, obviously. Up next, McSweeney Automotive. Electrical training shops.
How does it feel?
Not good. 1925 book, Cars and Trucks. Pretty neat looking cover over there on that, definitely.
Yeah.
Neat pictures throughout of cars as well, as you can see, and old trucks as well. I took a $25 offer on it. I figure it's been sitting for 4 years. We'll get it out the door. I think the gentleman got a very good deal on it. Nobody else thinks so, so I guess as long as he's happy, that's all that matters.
4 years.
Yep. Full official history of the war with Spain, hardcover salesman sample, 1899. These are the books that you sit there and you find them. If you see that inside, that was what the binding would look like. The spine would look like that. Easy way to tell it's a salesman sample is when you start going through and, 20 pages in is page 20, and 40 pages in is 212, and 80 pages in is 462. And you're looking at it going, this is an incomplete book. It's a salesman sample. They would go around to the various, they sold it door to door actually back in the day. And the guy would come to your house and say, hey, would you like to buy this book? Here's a sample of what it's going to be like. And you would buy off of that. Much rarer than the regular books. A little tougher to sell though, but still you got $44 out of it. And finally, somebody obviously had to cross a bridge. Maryland Transportation Authority ticket book, 2008 Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. I did get $24 out of that. 7 tickets were used. There were still, or 8 tickets were used. There were still 42 tickets in there.
Wow.
But the front cover is ripped, as you see as well. Just goes to show that you absolutely never know what might sell. And it isn't even that old, 2008.
No. Wow.
Unless it's still good, in which case the person got a heck of a deal.
Yeah, true. You never know.
You never know. They might be grandfathered in at some point.
Available only for 60 days.
Oh, well. So much for that idea. But $24 on that. Very, very happy with a sale like that. And I'd also be very, very happy if you hit the like button.
For sure.
So we shall see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.